Got him down. Hit him. Yes!
Fucking A.
Yeah!
Kill ads. Ads. Come on. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay I'm recording it, dude.
Yeah!
Oh my god,
got you,
finally! Finally! Yes, take a picture over his body. Oh my god. Oh, Boomer. The most hated boss currently in the Division 2. And I think he knows it. For good reason as well. You know, somebody made a joke. Boomer, the one person that could turn 8 friends into enemies. When I first heard that, it got me cracked up. I thought that it was a pretty funny joke, you know, and a lot of people did too. The unfortunate part is that it is sad but true. Now, I left a little intro part there of us celebrating for a reason. Unfortunately, not the entire team didn't have their mics on, so you only heard part of us, and somebody was saying, please tell me somebody's recording this, so that's why you heard me say, yeah, I'm recording it. But the joy that you heard come from those of us that did have our mics on, that's something that I want everyone else to have a chance to experience, that wants to not only beat the raid, but in the first part, at the very least, beat Boomer himself. Because especially here on console, as we all know, it's as much as it's getting easier for some, it's still a very, very big challenge for most. So now that I've not only had a chance to beat Boomer, but I've beaten Weasel, I'm much further into the raid, making very good progress. I thought that now would be a good time to speak my piece, give my opinion on a few things like matchmaking and such. You know, I didn't want to say things too soon and only coming from a negative perspective of only having lost. So anyways, if you guys enjoy the video, drop a like on it. It's very much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing for more Division 2 content. So matchmaking, as we all know, is a very big topic right now surrounding the Division 2's raid. Should it or should it not be a thing? Well, what you're seeing here is matchmaking. And if you watch just the Boomer fight, you know, excluding the intro clip and the ending where we are celebrating, a group of us that all did not know each other came together and we beat Boomer in 7 minutes, which I think is a huge accomplishment. To beat him in 7 minutes with a group of people that you're not speaking to on a day-to-day basis, that you're not friends with, that it's not your regular team, I think is a pretty big achievement. So shout out to all of these guys here in this video for what we accomplished. Now, I realize that other teams have beaten Boomer in, you know, much less time. I know Born to Game, he beat Boomer, him and his team, in 4 minutes. I think that they did a fantastic job. Shout out to them. I also know that Nothing But Skills and his whole team beat the whole raid here on PS4 in 36 minutes, which again I think is fantastic. So you know what, shout out to all of those guys for the accomplishments and the achievements that they made, because I definitely think that those kind of things, that what they've overcome, what they've done, and what they've achieved needs to be recognized. But what we did here tonight in this video is something that definitely needs to be recognized as well. I think matchmaking should be okay to be in the Division 2. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, just go to the Division 2's Discord, check out LFG, find a group of people, you know, and yeah, that's matchmaking in itself, and yes, it can be done. But if you could queue up at the helicopter and launch right into the raid, it would be a lot faster. Some rules would have to be put into place, because in the Division 1 we had people that would matchmake for missions or incursions. They would get kicked at the end of the mission, and then they would lose out on the rewards that they would have earned. And I wouldn't want that to ever be a thing, especially because everybody's chasing the exotic AR, the Eagle Bearer. Some people want the new gear sets from the raid, things like that, and they definitely shouldn't be taken away from them if they made it through the entire battle. You know, and other things, if say you group up with a bunch of people and you don't speak their language, or you don't have the right build, whatever the case is, that person could leave. Like, I'm sure that they could find a way to make it work. And at the end of the day, it comes down to the community. I've done a lot of raids playing Destiny, and you would be amazed at what a group of strangers can do when they all come together with the same goal in mind, with the same thing that they want to achieve. And I think that the Division 2 has a very strong and passionate community behind it, behind this game. People love this game. They hate this game, but they love it at the same time. That's why as much as people say, I'm done with it, I'm quit, I'm never playing it again, the next day they're right back on it, they're back in the raid, they're fighting Boomer, they're doing whatever it is they're doing, they're back in the Dark Zone with their new PvP build, and they are trying to tackle what they deep down really want to do. So, matchmaking should be a thing? Yeah. Next up, I know a lot of people want the raid nerfed. Some people don't. They think it's fine the way it is. My 2 cents on that is the NPCs, the ads, they run way too fast. It's a lot harder to keep up with them on console. Yes, we're locked at 30 FPS. We cannot turn on the drop of a dime. We're not as quick with, a joystick as other players are with a mouse and keyboard. Please don't give me the come play on PC line. A lot of people don't want to play on PC. A lot of people can't afford a PC. And nobody should have to choose. They should get to play where they want. It's the same game, and that's that. So, other people are struggling with builds. So, my advice to you is this. Look up build videos on YouTube. There are plenty out there. If you play on console, look at build videos that pertain to console builds. And that's not because PC builds are bad by any means, because they are not. It's because, like I said, PC can be much more precise. So you might find a build video and the person is saying you need to spec very heavily into headshot damage. Well, that's because with a mouse you can aim at the head and not miss 99% of the time, where with a joystick it's a completely different story. And you may want to spec into weapon damage or something like that instead. So take those things with a grain of salt and try to put yourself together a good build. But at the end of the day, should the raid be nerfed? No, I don't think so. Only for the sheer fact that what you're seeing behind you here in this video is a group of people that didn't know each other, that came together, learned each other's playstyles, listened, adapted, and overcame. And I think that if everybody else could do the same thing, you will achieve the same thing that we have here. So anyways, guys, that is my 2 cents. Let me know what you think down in the comments section. And once again, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. Don't forget that you can always follow me on Twitter @AfflictedGamer. And I'll see you very soon in the next video or in the next live stream.